Welcome aboard, Skylark Outdoors here, and today we're going to go over why you need to have a handheld marine radio if you are going offshore. And we're going to go over a couple other things that I would consider if you are going offshore, even if it's just for one day, one trip, and that's because anything could happen. So a lot of people will go offshore and they've got a built-in VHF radio on their boat, or they've got their cell phone. Well, with cell phones, you typically are out of the range of a cell phone tower once you get about 5 to 7 miles out, depending on where you live. Some areas it'll be a little bit further, some it'll be a little bit less. It really just depends on your location and density of towers and their broadcasting signal. But what a lot of people fail to grasp is that there's many marine emergencies where your in-house VHF radio may fail. So we're going to go over some of those and then why you can have a backup handheld marine radio like this and some of the use cases for it, even if you don't think you need one. And I always say with technology like this, where something costs for a handheld VHF radio $100 to $200, you probably spent, I don't know, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, or even $1 million on a boat, and you've got an insurance policy here that can make your day a lot easier for a couple $100 versus not having one of these. And maybe you just got a boat for free. Even in that case, still, this is worth it compared to what can happen if you don't have one of these VHF radios. And here's the reason why. A lot of failures when you have a marine incident at sea, let's say you have a fire, or let's say you're taking on water. If it's an electrical caused fire, there's a high probability that your battery bank was the culprit or is not working, or a fuse will have potentially blown if you've got a fire caused by an electrical incident. And what that means is that your inboard VHF radio tied to your boat is no longer going to work, so you're not going to be able to call for help. And if you're outside of the range of cell phone service, you're not going to be able to call for help with that either. So the scenario is that you're 7 to 10 miles out or even more, and now you have no way to signal that you have an emergency to call in a mayday on your radio because your fuse is blown and you're outside the cell phone range. However, if you had a handheld VHF radio, you still have a good probability of one reaching other boaters, the Coast Guard, or another emergency service that is going to be monitoring channel 16 for a mayday call from a boater. And it is critical that you have this because when that power goes out, you will no longer have a VHF radio that works on your boat because the fuse is dead. Another common problem or failure point for VHF radios and boats in general, let's say you've got a below the waterline fitting burst. Well, your boat is going to start taking on water through that hole. And in most boats, batteries are located fairly low in the boat. One, because they provide more stability the lower they are, and typically a battery weighs somewhere around 65 pounds. And if you've got multi-batteries, maybe you've got 3 or 4 of them, well, that's going to be about 200 pounds. So most boat manufacturers want to place them in the lowest point of the boat. And then part of it just comes down to where there's space left in the boat to place those. If you've got water coming in, your batteries are going to be saturated with the water. And once again, you can have a fuse that blows, or your batteries will no longer function or short out because they are in water. So even while your boat may still be floating, your VHF onboard radio has now gone out. And a lot of times with water ingress, you may not even notice that it's ingressing until your water line gets even lower and lower, when the VHF radio may already be unfunctional because you wouldn't see that water when you're sitting on the deck. You would only notice it in relation to the boat sinking. Now, another way that you can have no VHF radio activity, let's say you go out and fish and you're at anchor, you're catching them off a reef and you're having a really good day and you've got the music on and you're hanging out and you forgot to turn off maybe your house bank battery or your engine batteries, and all of a sudden 4 hours later, now your batteries are dead and you have some issue where you can't start your boat, and now you no longer have a way that you can communicate with someone, a tow service, to be able to come pick you up if you're outside of cell phone range. And that's where one of these handheld VHF radios comes in. In any of those scenarios, if you've lost battery power, you can use this. If you have abandoned the boat, you can also use this and take you with you. So even after the boat goes down, If all you were able to do is mayday and say your last position, there's a very good chance, depending on where you're at, it could take upwards of 30 minutes to an hour, and people will still be searching for you, but they have no way to locate you. At least with the VHF radio, you can help direct the search effort to yourself, and you're going to be able to be found much easier than if they're just looking for you at your last known position. And when you consider currents or wave action, or if something happens at night, it's much harder to find you when they don't have a pinpoint position. They can also use your VHF radio frequency and its broadcasting to roughly triangulate where you went in the water, and when you continue to transmit, they can find you even better. Now, there are even some handheld VHF radios that will also transmit your approximate GPS location, which can help further aid in your rescue. So if you're out on the water and you've got your boat and you're going offshore, I highly recommend that you get a battery backup VHF radio, because not only could it save your life, but it could also make your day a lot easier. In that scenario where your battery's dead, maybe you just need another boater to come jumpstart you. Well, with this thing, pretty easy, rather than just sitting there floating around hoping that someone comes by, or until you float back into cell phone service range or somebody sees what's going on. At least then you can signal and maybe you're out of the jam in an hour or two. But without this, you're going to spend the whole day out there waiting for someone to help you. And you may not think that you need one of these on the Great Lakes. Maybe you only need it offshore on the Pacific or the Gulf or on the Atlantic Ocean. The reality is these are even more important in a northern climate where you need to be rescued quickly because of the risk of hypothermia, which can set in very quickly in lakes like Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Superior, and Lake Huron. All of those water temperatures can stay in the lower 50s all the way through June and sometimes even July, where if there's a storm that picks up and puts cold water in there, having something like this could save your life. Now, on top of having a portable VHF radio, you also need to make sure that you've got batteries for it. Always throw a spare set of batteries into your ditch bag, or make sure that this thing is charged up at the beginning of the season. Now, to use a VHF radio, pretty simple. You're just going to turn it on, and then pretty much all, even portable VHF radios, have a 16 button, and the 16 button is the universal channel for mariner call for distress or communication, and then you can switch over to other channels. But if you're in an emergency, you've got your power button here, and then you've got your 16 channel, so you press that, it goes straight to 16, and then now you can communicate on that frequency. So a lot of people don't know about these. If you didn't grow up boating, or you grew up boating on a lake, you may not understand why do you need a VHF radio, or why do you need a portable VHF radio. And it's because for those emergencies where you run out of power on your boat, or you have to abandon your boat, you can still take this with you to call for help and still get someone there before a bad day turns into a worse day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us that thumbs up, subscribe, and click any links below to support us. We'll have a couple different options for VHF radios down there. So take your pick, and happy boating. Be safe.